You know, there's a guy to my right now who I have been watching for the last 4 years and been saying, you know what, I before I moved to State College in '05, I lived in Richmond, so I know he's from northern Richmond and Atlee, so I've always had a little sweet spot in my heart for the man over here. And then, Landon signs up Tyler Warren and says, hey, we're going to have Tyler on next week. I said, okay, so I hope he has a good game this week. And you come out and drop that, man. That was awesome, dude. So that's a great game. We lost. Set all kinds of records for yards and catches for a Penn State tight end. And let's not shake a stick at how many the tight ends that have come through Penn State. I mean, not just back in the day, but just in the last 10, just in the Franklin era, let's just say that. And then before that, you have, we got how many tight ends in the NFL right now from Penn State? 7?
A good amount. But I mean, if we'll just talk Tyler's era, I mean, you came in, you had Pat Fryermuth. You also had Brenton Strange and Theo Johnson. I mean, what was that like coming into that room, obviously as a young freshman, but what did that mean to be in a room with those guys at the time?
Yeah, I think that's kind of the standard that comes with Penn State, why you want to come play tight end at Penn State. You get to play with great players like that, and I got to learn from, like you said, I got started with Pat when I was a real young guy and got to learn from him for a short time. But even Brenton and Theo helped me so much in my development, just being able to watch them. Two professional guys who are doing it at the professional level now, and got to see that in college and how they handled their business. So I kind of took what I could from them and made it into my own thing. But yeah, like you said, there's a long line of great Penn State tight ends. So I'm honored to be able to be in that room and hold up the standard.
So I'm going to tell you something, and that is the guy I played next to was Kyle Brady. Mm-hmm. And September 28th is my 30-year reunion for our Rose Bowl team. That cat's going to walk into your room, and you're going to go, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
My boy is 6'6", 250, chiseled still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's actually been through the facility once or twice. I have seen him before, but yeah, they don't make him like that anymore. But,
see, I'd say you have the hardest position on the field, in my opinion. And to be a all-around George Kittle type of tight end. I'm a pass-catching tight end and this and that. You don't have, then you got muckers and grinders out there. You don't really have the guys that have both. And the guys who can do both are so far ahead of the guys that can't. So I've been watching 4 years, bro, 5 years now. I see what you can do out there, and you're definitely you're to be honest with you, think about it. You got to play slot receiver sometimes. You got to be a left tackle sometimes. And that's a hard position to play right there, and you do it rather well. So good for you, brother.
I'll tell you, man. Tyler this past Saturday, he caught a pass. He caught a little out route, turned up, broke a tackle for about 25 yards. Then the next play, he was in the backfield, and he pulled and knocked a linebacker so hard into the ground that he knocked another linebacker into the ground. So
counter play coming from right to left.
He knows.
Right?
I mean, he watched it today. He knows exactly what I'm talking about. I know
he's playing coy. He says, "No, I didn't.
Listen,
I didn't do that.
I was pretty much in the room. I know that thing was played in the team meeting, and he got some applause for sure. So I just want to make it clear. Truly what Goon is saying, where he is an offensive lineman and a wide receiver all in one, and it really is impressive. So we're definitely blessed to have him. But Tyler, let's go back a little bit and talk about your recruitment and how you first got to Penn State. So going into your senior year, what was your recruitment like? What schools were you looking at, and when did Penn State really come into the picture?
So mine, in high school, I was actually a quarterback. So my freshman, sophomore, junior year, I was pretty much just recruited as a quarterback. I was committed to Virginia Tech my sophomore year to play quarterback there.
A lot of boys from Atlee go to
Tech. Yeah. And and then my junior year, I was never set on just being a quarterback. That's kind of just what I did because we needed one, and there's no one else could really do it. So then I started getting some tight end offers and looks and stuff. And I've been in contact with Penn State. If Penn State offered me, I knew I wanted to go there. That was the school I was waiting on. And I was in contact with them for like a year, and they never offered me. And then I sent the tight end coach at the time my basketball highlight tape. And then I'd been talking to him like a whole year. And then he called me about 5 minutes later, and they offered me right there.
Totally,
and,
dude.
I knew that's what I wanted to do. But yeah,
it's a huge thing, man. Yeah. It is an absolutely huge thing.
Goon, let me tell you.
Multiple sports and stuff. All right, here we go.
I
was a good counsel.
No. I'm not even. I'm going to say
Magic Johnson said nothing to Landon Tangwell. Here we go.
I was never good at basketball, but I just got to tell. Tyler was said that he basically, he sent his basketball tape and he got an offer. I will tell you, I was a couple of doors down from Tyler in Nittany Apartments, And, you know, anytime you hang out with Tyler, sometimes he'll just throw on his basketball highlights from high school and just kind of watch them and have a good, like, check this out.
Wow. They like to say that after they ask me to see them and I play them for them. Oh, yeah. Then the story always changes to, oh, I just pulled them up on my.
That's probably a good point. I'm not going to lie.
There's a Penn State story of lore, and that is widely considered the best Penn State linebacker to ever play here was Shane Conlin. Okay? Tall, skinny kid. His legs were like this big in high school. I swear to God. That's when they had unlimited scholarships. He wasn't getting one. And then Tom Bradley said, Joe, let's go. We got to go see this kid play in upstate New York, up above Jamestown, New York. Joe offered him that night from watching basketball. And then turns into a 3-time All-American here at Penn State just because he didn't think he was big enough and tough enough athletic enough to play because he was in a small school. And then he went to go watch him play basketball and saw his feet and saw how fast he was and how aggressive and that boy he was. I mean, I got to see this tape. What are we doing?
You got to. I don't have it on me anymore. I haven't.
You got it on your phone. I guarantee you, it's on your phone. Right?
It actually isn't. It actually is.
I'll give you 6 minutes to find it, and I'll give you $100 because you have it on your phone. I don't know where it is. Here you go.
I'll tell you what. No, I remember. No, I'll never forget. I mean, this is like 2 years ago, and you know, anytime it's the month of June, that's when the recruits come, and there's official visit weekends. And so the guys will all go back to the places where we live, and there's a basketball court. So you'll start playing naturally 3 versus 3. And I think it was like you, Olu, and Nick Dawkins. And they won like 12 games that night, I swear. It was the crazy. I mean, Nick Dawkins was just rebounding everything. So was Olu and Tyler. They were just rebounding and kicking it out, and he was just knocking it down. He's a lefty for those that do not know. So shout out to lefties.
Outside game, inside game. What do you got?
He's got he's got everything.
I would say I'm not like excelled in any one position, but I feel like I have a good all-around game. I can shoot the 3, I can shoot the mid-range, I can work in the post a little bit. So I feel like that's kind of what I did all through high school.
Did you play basketball, Goon?
Absolutely.
Okay. What were your numbers looking like?
5 fouls a game. I averaged 10 points, 12 rebounds, and 5 fouls a game. There's no doubt in my mind. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Philadelphia like Catholic League, and it's pretty much a prison league. That's not a lie. It's tough, man. I mean, there's some guys in there, but isn't that? But like, I know the DC guys and the Cincinnati guys. I mean, that's some serious basketball in there. But the Philadelphia, and then you got to remember this was 89 and 90. That was the bad boys of the Detroit Pistons days. So I was Bill Laimbeer out there. I was just throwing bows, dude, just dropping dudes. It was the best. So I mean, you did not disappoint me. You're from Atlee, and I said, "There's no way he doesn't come out with some camo on." And you walked in, I was like, "Damn, you didn't wear no camo." But I see the hat now. The hat blends. It doesn't blend in well.
Yeah, I'm definitely not the most camo guy that you're not find in my area. But
you hunt, fish, and all that stuff down there.
I'm a big fisherman. I never hunted. My dad hunted a little bit, but me and my dad would go fishing all the time. There's a pond in our neighborhood, so that is something I do a lot. And then I picked up golf, as you can see, me and Landon the other week playing some golf. But yeah, that's
if I'm not playing football. Annapolis Married Council boys, they're out there playing golf. He's probably wearing like shirts and pants like this.
No, this guy didn't even have a belt on when we were golf.
Oh, I didn't. No, he just put me on.
Do you wear a white belt now when you play?
No, I still don't. I said me and Drew Haller both said we probably have like one belt like back in our house and like our mom has it or something.
Can you play? I mean, I saw the video. No, I didn't watch it.
No,
Can you play actually?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a bad day for me, but I mean, I'm all right. It's okay. I come out here a lot. I have a good time. Let's just put it that way. I enjoy myself when I play golf. Well, sometimes,
there's only one thing that's easy to do with golf, and that's
what
imbibe.
I heard. So, I mean, do you play well?
No.
Oh, okay.
Once they put the bolts in my spine, and I woke up, I always say, my wife's like, "Why do you play golf?" And I'm like, "I don't know," because I'm like a cripple for like 3 days after because I had spinal fusion, all that stuff. So I said, "Why don't you play golf anymore?" I said, "Well, I used to play football. Then I wake up sore from playing a round of golf. Something's wrong here, dude. So I don't really do it. I like riding the golf carts."
Yeah.
And then at golf tournaments, I'm very good at putting. That's what I do.
Okay. Well, keep that in mind. And drinking.
I'm very good. I'm the entertainment. So that. When the people have the tournaments up here, they always put me with like the people they want to come back next year, have them show them a good time and all that stuff.
Go. Like you're like the mascot.
So here we go. So the reason I'm here watching you your dad walks through my tailgate the one day. I don't even know how we even got introduced. Does he even talk about it? I mean, he stops by my tailgate every week. And
yeah. I'll be honest, he probably stops at about 100 tailgates. He's kind of the way he works is he got to go say hi to everybody he sees that's in a Penn State hat, kind of like the mayor of the tailgates. But he loves meeting new people and introducing himself. And But yeah, I didn't get that trade as much. I'm more of a quiet guy, but he's, you know,
it'll come out.
Yeah. It'll come out eventually from around.
It'll come out. It's in there.
It's
lurking in there, somewhere deep in there. So now you know a question I'm going to ask: where the nickname came from? And the word I got was his dad should be named Psycho T, not him.
Yeah, I would definitely say the real Psycho T is definitely Terry Warren and not Tyler Warren. But yeah, the nickname came from Coach Howell. It was you know, he was a UNC basketball fan growing up, and Tyler Hansbrough, that's what they used to call him. And he just said it one day, and then some people started hearing him call me that, and it kind of just started spreading out, and it stuck for a while.
There was no event. There was no like weekend excursion with the guys. And
no,
that's not.
Oh, dude,
nothing like that. Nothing like that.
No, that's about the furthest thing from Tyler, man. He really is. He's a really good stand-up guy. Truly, he was one of the best teammates I've ever had, and that's why we call him Psycho T. It's just because he's just the nicest, normalest guy off the field. But when he puts on the helmet, he's gonna try to knock you out of your cleats, and he's gonna catch about 150 on you. So that's
146.
146, 8 receptions. Yeah, you know who's counting though?
I am.
Yeah.
Clearly, that was good.
So, Tyler, who are your guys that you look up to? I mean, I know you could say the Penn State guys and all that, because that's the guys you grew up and looked at. Who you modeling your game off of in the NFL?
Yeah, I think, you know, there is a lot of good tight ends, but like you said, the guys that do it all very well. I think George Kittle is a guy that's going to come to a lot of people. You were
going to go there, man.
Yeah, but it's hard, you know, a lot of people say it, but it's hard not to. You see what he does in the run and the pass game, and just the effort he plays with and the intensity. And I think that's kind of what I think sets great players apart, is just like the way they play without the ball and playing past the whistle, to the whistle, echo the whistle, stuff like that. So that's really what I look for in a football player, and I try and do when I'm.
I mean, what a tight end like he and you can do is, if you bring in the guy who's just a pass catcher, that changes the defensive alignment. They're gonna send in a nickel package and this and that, but you're out there, okay. They're gonna run the ball right now, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're running past them because they have some, you know, 240-pound outside linebacker on you who can't run, and you're going to run right by him. So that is the difference of what is a good tight end and a great tight end. But Kittle, did you go to his tight end camp this year, or is that just for the NFL guys?
No, I didn't. I think some college guys might go, but I think it's mostly just NFL guys.
It's NFL guys. It's a great idea.
Yeah.
It truly is. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Manning passing camp. So it has a lot to do with. I think it stems a lot from that. And then I know that Lane Johnson and Kelsey have done the lineman camp and stuff like that. And it's a great thing that those guys do. And I'm surprised you didn't get invited. But you said it's not really that college as of yet. But yeah. So Kittle, what they rank him, the #1 best overall tight end. I mean, Kelsey's going to have all the yards. That's what he does. Have a lot of touchdowns. But Kittle, he could set the edge. He can run past the safety or a linebacker. So you better have a corner on, because you got to treat him like an outside, or like a slot receiver, because he's so fast, but he's also a dominant run blocker. Yeah, you saw that Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler, can you talk about, because when you have to run block, I mean, this is an offensive lineman mindset, but a tight end has to have it too. It's nasty, it's physical, and you're trying to, I mean, just take the other dude down. Like, what kind of mindset do you have to get into and change back and forth from being a receiver to then being a blocker?
Yeah, I think it is challenging in that aspect, but it's really, you kind of got to bring the same mentality into the pass game and into the run game. Just, you know, your intentions of being violent, and you know, having to move the guy in front of you who's trying not to be moved, and he's a great athlete himself. And I think it starts with Ty Howell, our leader and our coach. You know, he's a letterman here, and you talk to the guys that play with him, and the stories I've heard about him, I know and you can see him in the pregame, the way he's talking to us and how fired up he gets. He loves the game of football, and he's a physical guy, and that's what he preaches to us. You know, he loves a pancake block as much as me having 3 touchdowns in a game. So I think that's kind of where it starts. And
multiple.
He also likes multiple pancakes too.
But no, well, Tyler did too, though. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, seriously, do you enjoy knocking someone down more than almost a touchdown? I mean, it's a good feeling to bury another dude in the ground. But I mean, a touchdown in Beaver Stadium. What are you picking?
I'd say
deep.
I mean, individually, putting another guy on the ground is really just one of the best things you can do as a blocker. You know that, but you know, for the team wise, I think the touchdowns probably carry some more value.
I understand. Okay,
so it's a win-win either situation. I'll take either one of them, but yeah.
I like
That's a wonderful question right there.
It was. And
I actually had to think about it, and I was too. I was like, I don't know what exactly. Taking a man against his own will and just putting him where he doesn't want to be is fantastic.
It's demoralizing.
Are you a talker?
I'm not a talker.
Good. Nor was I.
Do you laugh like George Kittle at all? Do you ever like chuckle?
Yeah, I usually just like look at them and like they're waiting for me to do something. Like, what do you want me to do right now? Man, it's not, to me, it's not really worth it. I'm not good at it anyway. If I tried to, it's just not my thing. And I think honestly, I think it makes them more mad when they're getting mad at me and trying to talk to me, and I just don't even really look at them.
But a good one you can use doesn't take you out of your game, and just pick them up and say, "Come on, you're better than that." And that is the most demoralizing thing for a defensive player. Like, oh my God, I can't be mad at this guy. He just helped me up, and he's cheering me on. Like, dude.
I've never heard that one. That's a good one.
That's some old school. That's some old school trash talk.
Tyler Warren gets a 15-yard foul for talking to an opponent. I don't know what happened.
What my dad used to tell me when I was like playing flag football, he's like, when you knock someone over like that, just look at him and say, "All day long, baby." And that's when I was about 8 years old doing that. So that'll tell you about how my dad is. But yeah,
that's awesome. Anybody who's been around Terry Warren knows he's one of the greatest individuals around, man. He is always energized. So it's fun. You see why Tyler is who he is, man.
Tyler, what kept you here? You definitely were projected, mid rounds, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd say, obviously the team and just my friends I have, because I actually got to do my share to the team. We do that before games. The seniors get to share with the team on Friday nights, kind of their story. And one of the biggest reasons I love the game.
You did yours Friday night?
No, I did it West Virginia game. But one of the like the biggest reasons I love the game of football is just the teammates that I have and the memories that I make with them and the friendships, and that's really important to me. And I felt like I just had more to give to this team and this program. And Ty Howell's another great reason I came back, just to be able to play for him one more year and do all I can to help him. And then Coach Franklin's the biggest reason I came here when I was the 17-year-old in high school getting recruited, and I felt like I still had more I could give to him and his program. So there's a lot of reasons. And then Penn State in general, you know how it is, just the alumni system, all the fans, the support we get from the community is you're not going to get that, anywhere else you go. So that wasn't something I was ready to leave yet. And that was why I came back.
So I know you said Voltech earlier. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask. We talked earlier about you being the young guy in the room with Pat Fryermuth, Brenton Strange, really great tight ends that are now playing in the NFL. What does it mean for you to be that guy now to some young guys like Andrew Rapplier and Luke Reynolds and Khalil Dinkins and those guys?
Yeah, I think, it's an honor. Like you said, there's so many great tight ends that have been through the room, and to be in the position I am now is something I don't take lightly. And, I know what those older guys did for me when I was a young guy. So just trying to do that for the dudes that are in the room now is really important to me, because I know how much it helped me and where it can help them get to, because we all want everybody to have success. So it's been fun. And, there's a great room of guys in there, that the young guys. Luke Reynolds is going to be a really good tight end. Rappelier's got as much talent as any young tight end I've seen since I've been here or played with. So I'm excited for both of them.
All right. So schools you were interested in, and then I'll wrap it up after that. But I mean, you said Virginia Tech, and you always wanted Penn State. Why is that?
I actually wasn't a Penn State fan growing up or anything. I just, once I got around the program, got to see Coach Franklin at practices and stuff, and came to camp, I knew that's kind of where I wanted to be, and I was really just waiting on that offer. When I got it, I wasn't right away, because I had to do it the right way and decommit and all that. But I knew that's what I wanted to do as soon as I got that offer, with a place like the history of Penn State and the culture that they bring and the tradition that's here. That's something I really wanted to be a part of.
All right, last question. Football's over. 11-year NFL career. What are you going to be doing? Even if it's not an 11-year NFL career, because you're looking at 3 broken down ex-football players who didn't do much in the NFL over here. So if it doesn't work out, or if it does work out, what's Tyler Warren going to be doing? What's he want to do?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but one thing I know what I want to do is I want to be in a position to where I can take care of the people I want to take care of and who have taken care of me my whole life. So that's my main goal. Whatever I'm doing, whether it's through football or I'm doing something else, it's so I can take care of the people that I want to, and who have helped me so much so far in my life. So that's kind of my goals.
What's the major?
So I graduated last fall in advertising, and I'm graduating again this fall with a degree in telecommunications.
By the way, I thought you were going to say, I don't care what I do, no matter what I do, I promise you I'm not going to be a radio guy.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Sorry, dude.
Not too bad.
So we're going to jump out here to our last segment here. But Tyler, man, great job. Great talk. Good talking to you. Very good. Great season, brother.
Continue. Yep.
Congrats on Saturday, man.
Thank you.